Okay, to give you an overall view of what's going on here is we can change names up here, it doesn't matter, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. This is the story, the joke that I told you about. So we're good there. What I'd like to have is two things. We have Dave would walk up to the truck where Ken's standing and he'll look kind of down, however you want to play it, saying, this is what happened to me. Now that you go through the script.
Yeah.
Been farming long?
Yeah. But, and it is supposed to be 60-ish, so.
I'll get a little tea.
So, if you want to, basically, one of you, doesn't matter which, Ken will be standing.
Well, is he going to stand next to a truck? So, all right, we're playing it up. He's got the truck.
That's it. So Ken.
Ken, how's things going today?
Well, not too good.
What's got you down?
Well, I was banned from Tractor Supply store yesterday.
That's terrible. Why were you banned?
Yesterday, I was at Tractor Supply store buying a large bag of dog food for my dog Boudreaux, when this lady standing behind me asked if I had a dog. Now I'm standing there with a big bag of dog food, and I think to myself, what does she think I have, an elephant?
Okay.
So since I'm retired and have time on my hands, on an impulse, I told her no, I don't have a dog, and that I was starting a dog food diet again. I added that I probably shouldn't because I ended up in the hospital last time, but I lost 10 pounds before I woke up in intensive care with tubes coming out of most of my orifices and IVs in both arms.
You did.
Yeah, I told her that it was a perfect diet. The way it worked is you load up your pockets with the nuggets and simply eat one or two every time you feel hungry.
Okay, go on.
I said the food is nutritionally complete, so it works well, and I'm going to try it again. At this time, everyone in line was enthralled with my story.
So what happened next?
The lady was horrified and asked if I ended up in intensive care because the dog food poisoned me. I told her no. Stepped off the curb to sniff a cute poodle's rear end, and a car hit me.
But how did you get banned from the store?
The guy behind her nearly had a heart attack laughing so hard, so they banned me from Tractor Supply store now. Better watch out what you ask a retired person. They have all the time in the world to come up with things to say.
Now, you have a choice. You can switch roles if you want to. That's fine. It's up to you guys. Now, what I would do is take and whoever is going to be telling the joke, I'm going to have film. I've got some pretzel bites. Maybe walking down the side. I'm going to have you walk down some sidewalk possibly out front of here. Just not showing the Lions Club, but showing the building.
Yeah, just showing the sidewalk.
And part of the building. And just kind of roll down with you if I can. I mean, I'm going to need help for the other person driving the vehicle so we can roll it. But doing that way, and that's going to be what I call B-roll. And as you're describing what's going on, reach in your pocket, pull out a kibble or whatever, and a pretzel bite, and eat it. People, when you're telling the story, he's eating dog food.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you close in where it's like, okay, you see the kibble get tossed in the mouth.
It's the square bite, pretzel bites look like a dog.
Yeah, but you get a good close-up view of them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. So, what do you think? Which part do you want me to play? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But we are both easy, so.
So now you're going to do some here and then some at my house.
Well, this is just, I'm going to do one shot here, basically. That's going to be a quick shot. We can do it all here if you wanted to, but I thought doing it at your house, because with Karen's situation, we can do it there. And what I would do is have the yard, I'll be filming from the yard side, shooting across the truck and into the little park area.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not too bad of an area. I'll do a long shot. Ken will still be, it's still his truck. Whoever tells the joke, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be putting
Someone buy the truck.
Yeah.
and you see
Yes.
the other guy walking down the street,
He'll be walking up the sidewalk to go talk to him. Okay? And that way, so you'll be walking up the sidewalk to talk to him. So whoever tells the story, it doesn't matter. Ken would take something out of the garage, just jump in the back of the truck, or vice versa. So I have a picture of him doing that, and you walking up and say, what's going on? You know,
Yeah.
you
I
say
get
what's
that.
going on.
Just for continuation.
Or we could get a lawn chair and put it in the back of the truck, and if you get it, that shot just right, it goes the side of the house, and then in back is like the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
You have him walking this side of the building instead of the front? I'm just saying.
Oh,
so
yeah, no, yes.
So he's walking up to the, and then you're shooting that
Yes,
way?
yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And
Well, so I'm just saying, it sounded like you were gonna go on the
you
front
just gotta
last
make
time.
sure
Well,
you
stay
get
on the
that
sidewalk is
good
what I'm
hang
saying.
Yeah,
dog
but the
look on
sidewalk
you.
here
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
perfect because he'd walk in the correct direction.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a.
Now, I'm trying to think, we have sidewalk on the outside here, on this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, yeah, but yeah, walking down the sidewalk, that would, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only doorway we have is that side one rather than a front entryway.
Right, well, yeah, he doesn't
So
even have to go
that's
by the
your-
door, he can just start at the back of the building,
Yeah.
and by the time he's there, it'll look like he has gotten to his driveway.
Yeah, right. I mean, it could work that way.
Well, I'm just saying that, to me, that was a better continuance
Yeah.
than if he was going like,
Yeah,
cause
but
he'll be going left to right, and then you're shooting right.
Well, actually, he's gonna be going, whoever's,
Walking.
Dave's gonna be walking up the side, up from the street in, so if I had him walking from this end going that way, that would make sense.
Okay.
Do your storyboard.
Yeah.
All right, which direction are we moving?
Right.
You know, you could actually take Dave, make him walk throughout Middleburg and take different shots here and there.
True.
And Dave could
Yep.
get
We
his
could
exercise.
we could walk past the tractor supply.
You know, like that movie,
Have to fuzz out the
all
name
those-
of the director.
all
Yeah,
those-
well, you just don't shoot high enough to see it. You see the
Right,
lawnmower,
but the one
the
there,
trailers.
right
Oh,
there in
yeah.
Middleburg,
Yeah.
that would be great.
I mean, just like was movies like, you know,
Yeah, could be.
Because of Winn-Dixie and all the other movies
Or,
like
or
that.
you just ask.
Where you
They
go
might-
through an old town.
Yeah.
We could, downtown Green Cove, not really.
No.
More downtown Stark would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the side streets
The
of
Tractor
Green
Supply
Cove.
in Stark,
The
there's
side-
a Tractor Supply in Stark now.
Oh, okay.
Well, and like,
It's back in the
you
corner
got that
of
in
a-
Green Cove, you do have certain areas like where you have the
Cobblestone
old theater
Street.
Yeah.
and,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the side streets,
Yeah.
nothing
yeah,
running north-south.
Yeah.
You got some nice old, small town looking buildings.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was looking at, this is only gonna be about a 30-second shot of you walking.
yeah,
It's not gonna be that long.
but,
Now, if I was doing full feature, yeah,
But you could do different ones and pick one.
yeah.
so,
They'll show you throughout it.
Dave will get his exercise.
Sounds good to me.
But you could always ask Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
If they wanna be in a video and see how a joke goes.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to get Vicky to
You
play.
could always just say, I just got banned,
Yeah.
because you were there in
Yeah.
the parking lot still.
Right.
Yep.
Well, this was banned yesterday, but yeah, it's still
Yeah.
working.
Or you have to have the shot of Ken standing in there with the bag of dog food.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, the question is, who's got the time to memorize the script? It's not that long.
What's that now?
Remember to memorize the script. It's not that long. Who would, you know?
I wouldn't have much problem with it. If you noticed, I tossed in an extra word.
There's
so.
there's nothing wrong. I appreciate that actually. I don't mind ad-libbing, because
Yep.
to an extent, just remember what you ad-lib.
Yeah.
And what I wanna do is set up 3 cameras. I'm gonna use one of the small cameras. That's gonna be, it's called a triangle.
Yeah.
I've got 2 guys, you 2 are gonna be right here. I'm gonna have the main camera here, and I'll have 2 cameras shooting across.
3 points of reference so you can
Yep.
switch from face to face.
Exactly.
And a back wide shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Have to shoot some B-roll of him with a bag of dog food and a woman behind him. Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
Yep.
or you just let the audience imagine that in their mind.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
Well, that's what I said, it's for this, it's kind of a good to have, whoever, whoever likes it, if you, do you wanna read through the script on, the part that Ken just read and see how do you like it, or what do you wanna do?
Tell you what, we'll take it back and we'll read both parts because it'll give us an idea how to play off of each one, and then we could try it back and forth and see. I mean, like you said, you added a word here and there, I kind of changed something to fit how I talk. Wasn't it intentional at first, but it just
It made
yeah.
sense.
It's just the way it comes out between.
yeah, that's it.
The way I've done script now, to give you an idea, my background, I did stage work, and in stage work, you have, look at the early black and white movies, they're over dramatic on their stuff.
Oh yeah.
Versus what we have now have cameras, you just like you just did, talking to each other. We can zoom in on that on stage. You couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
Here, you're perfect examples of what you did. The laughter and everything else, and the way facial expression is great because we can pick that up on camera.
Yep.
So you have what I call method actor, method actor, and the classical actor. Classical actor is what you see the overacting. The method actor would go in and assume the part of the character. And
It's Rathbone versus De Niro.
yes, exactly. It really is.
Yep.
So whatever you're comfortable with, it's fine with me.
Yeah, we're good. Well, like I said, we'll both read it.
Well, I think we've heard this one enough times over the internet. It's like, okay, we know where this is going. All right, we can feed off of this.
Yeah. I sent that out 7 years ago, and again 3 years ago, and then not too long ago.
Yeah.
Just because it's a good joke.
I know.
Yeah.
There's ones that come up from my feed. You posted this 7 or 10 or whatever years ago, 2 years ago.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, still applies.
Right. Okay. Now I wrote it. I want to call it. I wrote it generic enough so we can choose. Basically outside.
Well, you got light. You got wind.
It needs to open up with whoever's going to be kept or
I might shoot
Robert.
Whoever
Whoever the guy telling joke is taking a bag of dog food from the truck to the house.
How long is the thing that you have to turn in?
It's 2 to 3 minutes. It's not long. So yeah, that's perfect.
So it's especially
the long shot could be you taking a bag of dog food into the house.
Into the house.
Yep. So I gotta stop that. I need to buy some more dog food anyway.
So there's your opening shot.
Yes.
Taking dog food in the house.
Yeah. Or I may shoot both of you taking the dog food out, so we have both.
And you can choose.
And then we can shoot both of you doing the main person.
Or that could be the exit. That would be funny. I just have to say, I just got banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you
take the dog
the
food
dog foot out of the
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yes.
Yep. I'll get a big dog food bag again. It's about time. I missed killing today.
So now we'll go over the script this time. You'll read the part
Robert.
Yeah. You'll read the part of Robert. Ken will read the part of Kevin. So we see what you think, what you like.
Hi Robert, how's things going today?
Well, not too good.
What's got you down?
Well, I was banned from Tractor Supply Store yesterday.
That's terrible. Why were you banned?
Yesterday I was at my Tractor Supply Store buying a large bag of dog food for my dog Boudreaux. And when this lady standing behind me asked if I had a dog. Now I'm standing there with a big bag of dog food, and I thought to myself, what does she think, I have an elephant? Since I was retired and I have time on my hands, on an impulse, mind you, I told her no, I do not have a dog, and that I was starting the dog food diet again. I added that I probably shouldn't, because the last time I ended up in the hospital, but I lost 10 pounds before I woke up in intensive care with tubes coming out of most of my orifices and IVs in both arms.
You did.
Yeah. I told her that it was a perfect diet. The way it works is you load up your pockets with the nuggets, and you simply eat one or two every time you feel hungry.
Go on.
I said the food is nutritionally complete so that it works well, and I'm going to try it again. This time, everybody in the line at the store was enthralled with my story.
So what happened next?
At this time, yeah.
The lady was horrified and asked if I ended up in intensive care because the dog food poisoned me. I told her no. I stepped off a curb to sniff a cute poodle rear end and the car hit me.
But how did you get banned from the store?
The guy behind her nearly had a heart attack laughing so hard, so they banned me from Tractor Supply store now. Better watch out what you ask a retired person. They have all the time in the world to come up with things to say.
Got that right.
So you can, Ted, you can play this either way. I think I'll record both of you doing main character.
Yep.
I think Dave should wear his overalls.
That could work.
Yep.
Hey, Dave wearing the overalls on either script, it doesn't matter.
I know, I'm just saying, he should wear his overalls.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe one of his, I don't know, not Hawaiian shirts, but you know.
Well, I got camouflage.
That's true.
Yep. And Ken's gonna dress like he is now with shorts.
Well, I think I might still have the blue jean ones that have the little holder for the hammer.
Okay, yeah, that could work, yes.
So.
Yep, and you have to have your baseball cap that says retired on.
Yep.
Of course, Dave needs the one that says, this veteran is medicated for your protection.
For your protection. Yeah.
I know where that one is.
Yep. I need one of those too. So.
Any thoughts? And you want to go over the script again and we'll give this. Luckily, the script is short, so it's easy to memorize.
It'll be easy, and then.
Yeah, if we just don't throw in an extra word or two and forget which word, we should be able to go back and listen to the recording. All right, I put that word in front of that line. Okay.
Well, when you look at the recordings, if it makes sense with the flow of it, I don't have a problem with that. There are a lot of things that.
Well, but if we have to reshoot that scene,
Right.
we need to know where that word was.
Exactly.
Because like
if you go off script.
Yeah.
We cuffed in one or two words. It's like, okay, where did I put that?
Yep. Yeah, I'll go through it and read it and become a grammar Nazi and.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm just saying. That way, because people talk different.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way it is. I
Yeah.
mean, and there's some things I say that people look at me and go,
What does that word mean?
what does that mean? And or how we put things in syntax and all of that. So, but we'll take a look at it. Sounds pretty good. Just a couple things that are probably just the way I speak and stuff would come out kind of haltingly or whatever.
Well, what I'll do is I can send you the Word document for this script, and if you want to make some changes on there, I have no problems with that. We can work together on that.
Yep.
Yeah. Just make changes and make sure we all have a copy of that. And if you want to do the same for your version of it, that's okay too.
Okay.
Could we also like have a background music for the introduction?
There will be background music, and I've already got some of our.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah,
ding,
from
ding,
Deliverance.
Ding, ding.
I've got. I can't use Deliverance, but I've got music close.
Ah, man.
And I know that what I have to do for that, but yes, that is kind of what I was thinking too.
Banjos in the background.
Yep.
Dueling banjos. Oh.
So the question is, do you want to go over this one more time, or you okay right now? You need
We're good for now.
the two of you need to work over.
The joke is well remembered enough that we could probably wing it if we had to.
Yeah.
It's just figuring out where do you want, like, Kevin should grin at go on.
Yeah. So little things.
Little nuance.
Write your notes. Yeah, write your notes. Write notes in. Luckily, when it's scripts that I can write and produce, it's nice. You can put your own notes in here like this. And when I've done production scripts for stage, I've gone in and wrote a whole bunch of notes and then changes up, things like that.
So on that last one for Kevin, you got, but how did you get banned?
Yeah,
What about, but why did you get banned?
okay, you can use one.
Cause we know how you got banned.
Yeah.
But why did they do it?
Why did they consider banning you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if Tractor Supply would be okay with it, it'd be fun doing a shot of in line, holding the bag, talking to the woman, and the guy behind her just dropping and laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Trying to keep a straight face.
If I had more time to shoot this, yeah.
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah, if it was the perfect setup, that would be
Yeah.
a great shot. But again, your mind will do that for you.
Right.
That's why horror stories are so effective when they don't describe the monster. You're coming up with what you think it should look like.
Right. We get one more person. We actually have a band for the Tractor Supply store.
On the last one,
Yeah.
listen, you better watch out what you ask a retired person.
You can reword that.
I might go with something like, people need to watch out what they ask a retired person. Instead of you, put they. Ask a retired person. And then because we have all the time in the world to come up with things to say.
Yeah, I think you needs to be they, and they need to be we.
Better watch out what they ask a
Retired person. We have all the time in the world. Come up with something to say.
Ask a retired person. Yeah. Better watch out what.
Cause that,
what they
the other
ask a
way,
retired-
the other way would be something
Yeah,
like a
we-
third party would say afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. So, change the word to they and you. They and we. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'd say, well, I added because we have all the time in the world to come up with things to say.
Okay, because we, okay.
So,
But this is why we go over the scripts.
yep, so,
And putting this together after just looking at the joke after a few minutes, that's not too bad.
yep, so. Awesome.
Where I had to take in the Sparks is look back at old Carol Burnett skits and come up with that.
Yep.